Okay, hear me out. I know using AI to deepen your faith and learning more about Jesus is slightly strange and it's not something that you would normally think about, but it is so crucial to learning quickly and really understanding stuff that you do not understand about the Bible. Let me just take you to an example of a conversation I had with ChatGPT. There's a verse in Luke 14:26, where it says, "If anyone comes to me and does not hate father and mother," and then it goes on to say other people that we must hate in quotations. And this is why it was so confusing because in the Bible it talks about honoring your mother and father, and it talks about family and responsibly providing for your family. So it's like saying, if anyone comes to me and does not hate, such a person cannot be my disciple. And I was like, what do you mean, does not hate my mother and father, and I can't be your disciple if I don't? So I asked ChatGPT, what does Luke 14:26 mean when it says, and does not hate? Is it listing after that all the people we must hate in order to follow Christ? And then it goes on and it says the verse correctly. And then it says, however, it is important to interpret it in the context of Jesus' teachings and the cultural use of language at the time. The word hate here does not mean harboring negative feelings or animosity towards family members. Instead, it is a hyperbolic way of expressing the need to prioritize Jesus above all else, even above the closest family relationships. So, right off the bat, I understood the verse so much better just from that small explanation. And that's what I figured. I was reading the verse and I was like, Jesus would not tell us to hate our father and mother. And I figured that's what it meant. But the clarification from this, I'll leave a screenshot of what ChatGPT said up on the screen so you can read the rest of it. But it just goes on to explain it in very good detail. And I use ChatGPT for everything. I use it as a therapist, I use it as a mentor, I use it as a business partner, I use it as just a thinking partner. Anytime I have any type of question, I at least initially start with ChatGPT now. I'm just being honest. I go to ChatGPT and that's not the end all be all. It is still artificial intelligence and you got to fact check it, but every time I fact check it, I haven't found it to be wrong yet. And it has the entire Bible. Like it is all knowing from everything that's online. So it has the entire Bible's manuscript and it's an intelligent thinking source. So it understands the concepts from the Bible. And I truly think it's a cheat code to learning quickly about the Bible. The reason I don't think it's a bad thing is because we can go back to the Bible and we can check it ourselves and see what we think about it. It always leads me back to the Bible. I don't just look at that and I'm like, oh, yep, that's it. That's all I needed to know. I go back to the Bible, and that's why I think it's such a beneficial tool to use to deepen your faith and to learn more about the Bible. And some verses that I asked ChatGPT that relate to this YouTube video that I'm making so I can make the connection and teach you guys what I'm saying better. I asked ChatGPT, what are some verses that could be interpreted as validating the use of AI as a tool to enhance learning and understanding of the Bible? And it gave me Proverbs 4:7, which says, the beginning of wisdom is this, get wisdom. Though it cost all you have, get understanding. And this verse just encourages the use of anything to get wisdom through the Bible. It strictly encourages the pursuit of wisdom and understanding. And ChatGPT can give you understanding about things from the Bible that you don't have a good understanding of. The Bible is so confusing, and you can literally ask ChatGPT to explain it to you like a 5-year-old, and it will. That's the amazing thing about it. You can go to it with problems you have. You can say, what would Jesus say about this situation I'm in? What kind of advice would he give me to handle this situation that I'm dealing with in my life? And it will say its best guess based off biblical principles. It's all based off the Bible, and that is what faith is all about for Christianity. For following Jesus Christ, it's all about following the Bible. And ChatGPT is an intelligent source that has every single word of the Bible at its full command. Like, it can just go on and it can tell you what it thinks Jesus would say about your situation. And so far, it's gave me such amazing advice. Advice that has helped me, that has settled turmoil in my own mind and my own heart. And it's just such a good and useful tool that I think everyone needs to be utilizing it. I think you should at least give it a shot. And maybe 5, 10 years down the line, I'll realize I was super wrong. But I don't think I am, because it's biblical principles. It's principles that we've learned from the Bible, which is the oldest and most knowledgeable and accurate book in humans' existence. Another verse it gave me was 2 Timothy 2:15. Do your best to present yourself to God as one approved, a worker who has no need to be ashamed, rightly handling the word of truth. Using tools like AI to understand the Bible can be interpreted as us trying our best to understand it. Because I'm telling you guys, you could ask an all knowing pastor, someone who's been studying the word for years and years, and they would give a very similar answer to what ChatGPT gives back to you in milliseconds with no emotions involved. It's not trying to win you over. It's not trying to do this or do that. It's specifically there to take the information from the Bible and give you an emotionless answer that is all facts from the Bible. And that's what we want. We want to understand the Bible from our understanding. And that's why it's so useful, because you can be so personal with your questions. You can really take it and you can go wherever you want to go with it. If it says something that you don't understand, you can say, well, I don't really understand it like that. Can you tell it to me in a different way? Or you can ask questions that you don't understand the answer. Like, if it gives you an answer, you can ask further questions specifically for that. And it spits it out instantly. It gives you an answer instantly. It's not evil. If it was evil, then it wouldn't tell me things from the Bible. At least this is what I believe. I know not everyone believes the same thing, but through my faith, I've overcame my addictions, and I've found peace, and I've found hope, and I've found a better way to live and a more respectful and prideful way of living through my faith. And ChatGPT has helped me be more knowledgeable about the faith I'm trying to learn. It could be any faith that you're trying to learn. You could be exploring a different route of religion or faith other than Jesus, and it can lead you in the right direction no matter what, because it's knowledgeable. The last verse it gave me was Proverbs 1:5. Let the wise hear and increase in learning, and the one who understands obtain guidance. This verse speaks to the importance of continually learning and seeking guidance. And that's what I do with ChatGPT. I use it as a thinking buddy, like I said. And you can use it as anything. You can tell it to be a therapist and save yourself $1,000. It's not the same thing as human connection. Don't try to use it as something that it's not. But I use it as a source that can give me a vast information of knowledge at the instant snap of the fingers. So that's a pretty useful tool no matter what you're using it for. And people that are saying AI is evil, I feel like they need to double check themselves and they need to look into it more and really try to use it, because I've been using it for a year or 2 years now, and I get better at using it. You get better at the prompts you give it, and you understand it's all about the input, whatever output it gives you. So you start to even know the answers to your own questions because you're looking at the input, and it's all about your mind. It's just a reflection of your mind, but it's an all-knowing reflection. At least it's all-knowing of factual information that's available online. It's not all-knowing of human emotions, but it has a pretty good idea of human emotions. It's helped me through some tough times, and it's helped me in a way that truly resonates with my soul. So I don't think it's evil. If I had to vote, I would say it's not evil, and I would say you need to start using ChatGPT to deepen your faith.